Hi there, everybody. Let's get things started. We're going to be, as the title of the video suggests, going through the 2006 Friar Contest, and in particular, we're going to be doing question number 1. So it's the grade 9 paper. Let's take a look at the first question. All right, question 1. Samantha receives the following marks out of 100 in 7 of her 8 courses. So in math, she got 94. Is math her highest mark? Yeah, it is. Nice. Alright, science she got 93, English 84, art 81, history 74, phys ed 83, and geography 79. Alright, interesting. My lowest mark in university was history as well. Although, obviously, it's a grade 9 contest, so these are probably high school subjects. But, interesting. Okay, so A part. Determine her average mark in these 7 courses. Okay. Well, to determine an average, we just need to add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers there are. Okay. We know there are 7 marks. Right? It said 7 out of her 8 subjects, and they listed them to us. So what do we have? We have 94 plus 93. I know there was a 74 in there, but I do not remember the others. 84, 81, 74, 83, 79. 84, 81, 74, 83, and 89, or 79. Oh. 84, 81, 74. I think it was an 83 and a 79. We'll give it one more check. 83, 79, 74. Okay. So we just need to add these up, as my addition symbols would suggest. You can either do it in your head or pick your favorite calculator. I've got mine. So we add up all 7 numbers. A little check, if you have a number over 700, you're probably doing it wrong. But I got 588. So the average is going to be 588 over 7. And we get a nice clean number, 84. If we'd gotten a fraction, we would have left it as a fraction. Always a good idea to leave fractions. Bad idea to do decimals. Try and leave your numbers as exact as possible. But getting that 84 likely means we did things right. On the grade 9 and grade 10 contests, usually the numbers come out really nice and easy. So that's A part. We calculated the average that she currently has. So B, before she finds out her actual French mark, Samantha calculates the highest possible average that she could obtain in all 8 courses. Determine this average. Okay. So we know 7 of her marks. She doesn't know her French mark. The highest average that she could obtain would be, well, if they were all hundreds. But we know math isn't 100. We know history isn't 100. We know phys ed isn't 100. The only one we're unsure of is French. So her average mark will be when her unknown mark is the highest. And I believe at the start of the question, we said that these marks are all out of 100. So now there will be 8 marks, and the new total will be the old total plus 100. We don't need to re-add them up. We have it over here. That's 688 over 8, and I suspect that that'll also work out to be a rather nice number. 688 divided by 8, you can do that in your head or you can do it with a calculator. She could have 86 as her mark. So her highest, not heightest, or heightest, highest highest possible average is 86. Okay. Straightforward enough. When Samantha actually finds out her French mark, it turns out that her average in all 8 courses is 85. What is her actual French mark? Okay, so we don't know what the French mark is, but we're probably going to need to manipulate it in some equations in order to determine what its value is. So we use some algebra. We give it a dummy name, French mark, we'll call it capital F, and we'll plug it into an average formula. We know the average is going to be 85, so we should be able to rearrange and solve for her French mark. We know that her average is going to be 588 plus F. This is the sum of all the other courses, plus her French mark over 8. And we know that this is going to be equal to 85. So 588 plus F. Make that F as clean and neat as possible, because I do post these notes online. $588 plus F. Well, we want to get rid of the divide by 8, so we have to multiply by 8 on the other side. 85 times 8 is 680. So F is going to be 680 minus 588. Okay, probably going to be something like 92. 680 minus 588, it was 92. So her French mark was 92. Okay. We didn't know what it was. We came up with a variable. We manipulated the average formula using algebra to solve for our F value, which is 92. And that makes sense. 85 less than 86, and we had her average turned out to be less than 100, so it does sort of work out. And I think that's an overall improvement, because if we check part A, her average was 84, so her French mark brought her up a little bit. Very nice. And C part was the last part of the question. So what was her actual French mark? Figured that out. So that gives us question number 1. So we're off to a good start on the first Fryer paper. Join me in the next video for question number 2 on the 2006 Grade 9 Fryer Contest.